Okay, so let's just walk through real quickly how you would replicate this. So we'll go to a new file. So this is the default style for the newest Microsoft Office. So you can see here that it's going to be Calibri is the font, but it's 11 point. You want this to be 12 point because that's more readable. So you're going to have to make sure you change that. If I check layout, I'm going to see under margins that it is set for 1-inch margin, so that's standard unless somebody's messed with your settings, it should be fine. However, you see this 8 right here, spacing before and after my paragraphs. I want this to be 0, right? So I'm going to just take that down to 0. Another place where you can set this is under the paragraph right here, the up and down arrows. If I had set this back to 8, the way it originally is. All right, so let's say I open this document up. When I come down here, I'm going to see that this says add and this says remove. Add before, remove after. If it says remove, that means that there is spacing added that I don't want. I need to click that so that both of those options say add. All right, and then I want to make sure that I've got the 2 chosen for double spacing. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and add my header that has my page number. Now, if you're going to see here, it's changed back to 11 because this is a different section, so it's not automatically formatted when you format anything down here. So I'm going to make sure that that's formatted correctly. And then when I do click this, it's going to open up my ribbon that has my page number. So I'm going to click down, go to top of page, and choose option 3, and that's going to insert my page number. Now notice it's still 11, so I've got to highlight to make sure that that's changed. Now I'm going to click in front of this and I'm going to add, you're going to add your last name. Okay, then I'm going to double space back in this regular pane, and now I'm going to give my regular MLA header. So that's your name followed by your professor's name. Followed by your class information, followed by the date that this assignment is due that you turn it in. And in MLA style, we use day, abbreviated month, followed by the year. Then I'm going to hit enter, I'm going to center, and I'm going to type my title. And then followed by I don't know why it jumped there. Okay. Colon, and then always annotated bibliography. So this is what you would change. You would put your topic that you're going to be arguing about right there. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to go back and left justify it. And now I'm going to put my first article here. Actually, let's change this to... Let's say that that's my topic because I've got an article already that I want to work with. So I'm going to find my article. So here it is. But again, if I can find a PDF of it, that's what I want. So I'm going to use the EBSCO version. Now, when I click here, let's talk about what I get when I look into my EBSCO. I'm going to click up here, not here, I'm going to click here. And then if I'm not sure what kind of article, what information is being given in the article, it might be an editorial, which might be biased. It could be a book review. It could be an article. The document type is going to tell me how is this information functioning within the magazine. So this is an article, so that's cool. But what if I don't know if I've got a magazine or a newspaper or whatever? If in EBSCO you click the title here of the source, you're going to get an info page on that source. And you're going to see how long it's been publishing. And down here, it's going to say publication type. If it's a magazine, EBSCO says periodical. It'll say newspaper for newspaper articles, and it will say journal or scholarly journal for journals, right? I'm also going to see the publisher's URL. So if I want to check up on the credibility of this publisher, I can also go there, okay? I can see here that it's not peer-reviewed. That means that it doesn't have a panel of experts in whatever field it is, because again, Atlantic doesn't have any one topic. It's just a variety. Right here you see subjects, a little bit of everything, right? It's for the general reader. But it is a highly credible magazine, so it's still good even though it's not peer-reviewed. So that tells me that I am indeed using the magazine format for this article. All right, so let's go back. Here I've got an HTML option and a PDF option. MLA says that if you have the option, you always use PDF because it actually gives you the layout as it appeared in the print document. If you have an HTML, it might mean that that original source was always just online, if there was never a print option, but sometimes there are only HTML versions. But this one you can see gives me, unlike this one here on the Atlantic site that doesn't, it just gives me the text with some of the pictures. This is the way it actually appears, so I can see the page numbers and all of that. So this is what we want. So now we're going to put together the bibliography. So I've got my author, just Amanda Ripley. Here, I don't cite the paragraphs, the photographs, unless I was using a photograph, and then I would cite the photograph by Braun, Darren, and then the actual photograph. But here I'm just using the article, so I'm just going to say the author's name. Okay. So last name, comma, first, period, for one author, right? Now I'm going to use the title of the magazine, or the title, I'm sorry, the article. So there it is. Now look, this is capitalized. In MLA style, we don't capitalize prepositions unless they're the first word of the sentence of the title. So even though it's capitalized here, I still use MLA rules for capitalization. All right. So I'm going to put this in quotation marks because it's my article. I'm going to put a period, and then I'm going to end my quotation mark.